Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Take a nice deep breath in with me. Honoring our bodies, honoring our souls that we got ourselves up, that we got here, no matter what time it is, no matter what temperature it is outside, that you are here in this beautiful space of God is my business plan. It is my belief that when we drop in, listen to our bodies, listen to our guides, work with God, we create massive success in our businesses in very short amount of time. We collapse time here. We go beyond what everyone else thinks is possible, and we only play in the realm of miracles. So you ready? Let's do this. Let's do this today. So let's see. How do we want to start? I want to tell you that my Mary drum was calling my name. So we're going to start with some beautiful breath work. I want us to do, let's do some breath holding today. So we're going to breathe 5 in, hold for 5, breathe out for 5, hold for 5. We're going to do that up and down until we don't. You ready? Okay. Breathing in. Hold. Hold. In. Hold. Hold. Regular breath. Loud exhale. Breathe it in. Final one. Here we go. Just kidding. One more. Oh my goodness. I love my Mary drum. I love my Mary drum so much. All right. Let's take, I'm a little chilly today. So I want you to just take a nice deep breath in, waking up your body. Oh. Let's move it over to the side. Breathe into that side rib. It's so important, that side. The side of the body does not get moved very often. All right. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I'm so excited because I can feel today. Today is very grounded. Today is very rooted. Today we stand like trees. So we're going to take a deep breath in, open up that heart. We're going to ask that the sun will come and pour this beautiful light over our hearts. Softening our hearts, opening up our hearts. There we go. We're going to visualize. I want you to visualize the most divine light. It's white and gold and blue. I don't know. It's that, right? It's so white that it has this sense of gold. It is so white that it's also blue, like fire, when fire is so hot, right? That's how this light is. It's so brilliant that it's like all these 3 colors. And I want you to see it move through your ears. And it's going to clear out the clutter, the noise, the chatter, the fears, the doubt. It's going to clear it all out. This light is going to actually pull out the blockage that has kept you from hearing God, the blockage that has kept you from hearing inspiration, the walls that you've had around your ears are now dissolved, and this light is going to activate your own personal ability to hear God, to hear inspiration, to hear divine whisperings. So breathing in and out. But I want you to visualize this same light going to the third eye. It's going to go in and it's going to clean and wash and cleanse your gifts. Some have been dormant, some you've been using, some have been dormant. This light is going to go and it's going to clean and wash the gifts. Wash them off. Breathe some light into them, oxygen into them, breathing in some fire into them, and then we're going to activate them so that they can play at the vibrational frequency of the divine, that they can expand at the frequency of miracles. We're going to activate your gifts so that today, in this session, you can hear, see, feel, know everything, all your gifts here, present. But then they move through your day. You use them through your day today. I want today to be a day of miracles for you. I want today to be a day of receiving, that you hear all day. Wouldn't that be amazing? If you could just receive answers all day long. You can. Maybe you already are. If you already are, let's activate it more. If you haven't, let's activate it so you are. All right, so now those are fully awake. I'm seeing that we use the same light over your heart, and that this light is going to come, is going to break up the walls around the heart, breaking up the walls around the heart. Oh, it's even moving up into the throat and the jaw. It's like whew, this, all the way, clearing. Activating all of these spaces inside of your body so that you can be a vessel for good. That you can be a vessel that you can give love, receive love, that you can allow yourself to be heard and allow yourself to be seen, and that you may speak freely. There we go. That feels good. Okay. So with that being said, I want to drop you into this beautiful, magical vision. I want you to take a nice deep breath in all the way to the base of your spine, all the way to your pelvic floor. Now, before we begin, it's feeling a little wobbly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask that this divine light will clear your space out, that the ascended master you work with, so I like to work with Christ, so I'm going to ask, Christ consciousness is very clean for me. So I'm going to ask that Christ will touch the walls of where you are, your walls, your ceilings, your floors, and any items within the room that you're in, that it will be completely cleaned, cleansed, and cleared, and that this consciousness, this divine light will activate your room, your space, to be at the highest vibrational frequency, the frequency of miracles, the frequency of the divine, the frequency of divine light. There we go. And then we're going to call in our angels in and through this divine light, our support team, our guides, our leaders, our board of directors. We're going to call them in and through the light of Christ to hold this space with us so that we can be in this beautiful vibrational frequency together and to be able to receive these visions with ease. Okay, that feels a lot better. All right. Okay, so now what we get to do is we're going to take that breath all the way down to the root chakra, all the way down to your lower pelvic floor. And I want you to take a breath again and feel yourself be a tree. Be a tree. You're going to feel this energy moving down your legs, out the soles of your feet, into the earth. And I want you to feel these roots, and they're moving and ebbing. And they're seeking for water. They're seeking for nourishment. And they're also seeking for connection. They're connecting with other tree roots. They're connecting in this interstellar, sure, maybe that's what we're going to call it. But there's like this really beautiful community underneath the earth of connected roots. So I want you to just visualize yourself going down, seeking for water, seeking for nourishment, seeking for connection. And let your roots just continue to move and flow. Interesting, I would have never said roots flow, but it feels like they do. So we're going to let them flow through the soil. And then I want you to then bring your awareness up through the trunk. And then it's going to move up and it's going to move out. I want your awareness to move out into the branches, to every single branch and every leaf on your tree. I want you to feel the grandeur of these limbs. I want you to feel the wind start to move through your leaves. It's just so beautiful. And your leaves are moving and they're dancing. They're dancing and they're making their music, right? They're making their music. And you can feel the sun pouring down. It's interesting. I can see the sun is actually coming in through the top of the tree, moving down through the trunk. And it's delicious. It's delicious. It's feeding the tree. It's feeding you all the way down to your roots. And then you come back in and you notice the roots. And the roots are so stable. And your leaves are moving so much, but your roots are so stable. And I want you to feel this huge storm start to come in. And the winds begin to pick up. The winds begin to blow. And soon your tree branches are whipping in the wind. The leaves are flying off. But your roots are stable. Your roots are stable. And now, even though your trunk is moving, swaying, and it's feeling like you're going to fall, you're going to topple, but the roots keep you grounded. The roots keep you solid. They keep growing deeper and deeper and deeper, finding a deeper base for you, finding more nourishment, more water, more connection. Take a nice breath in. You just take your hands and place them on your heart and just feel this in your body right now. That you have these roots. You are rooted in your purpose. You are rooted in this calling inside of you. And no matter what comes your way, no matter what winds blow, no matter any trials, any struggles, any failures that come, they are just like the winds that blow the leaves off of your tree. It may feel like a temporary defeat that you've just lost these leaves. Maybe you lost a branch. But you are so deeply rooted, deeply rooted, that you know that new branches will grow, that new leaves will show up. You aren't going anywhere. Those winds can come. The storms may come. And you are thriving. Take a deep breath in. Ah, that feels so good today. You may feel like this in business, especially in entrepreneurship, especially when you're raising children, especially when you're living human life and doing human things. There'll be times like you feel like you have lost everything. There will be times that you feel like you have failed. And I want you to imagine that maybe a tree on its first year in, when it loses its leaves, if trees had feelings and emotions, right? Maybe they do. That there would be a deep feeling of failure, like everything that they'd worked so hard for to grow those leaves. They felt so beautiful with those leaves blowing in the wind and the sun just dancing on them. And then to lose them would feel like such a loss, such a defeat. But then the tree begins to learn year after year that new leaves will sprout. That this is the cycle. And that they just get to show up every day, pouring their roots deeper, seeking for more nourishment, seeking for that water, seeking for connection, and being, simply being this beautiful source of oxygen in the world, this beautiful source of beauty in the world. I hope this message lands well for you today. I hope that today is a rooted day, that no matter what is happening out here, that you're rooted deeply, deep, deep, deep in your purpose, in your divine mission, in your connection with God, in your connection of service. And that today will be a day of beauty and miracles. And I will see you tonight.